I want us to remember Mr. Dr. Braxton, who recently departed this earth. He was a trooper for sickle cell anemia. And he, if you go back and you look at his life, he represented the spectrum of sickle cell. At the end, he had lung failure, he had kidney failure, he had required tremendous amount of transfusions. But we learned a textbook worth of knowledge by critically evaluating and monitoring Mr. Braxton, Dr. Braxton. And you say I learned a lot about sickle cell. I did learn a lot about sickle cell, but most of what I learned about sickle cell came not from the textbooks, came from listening to the patient. Listening to the patient. And there's a famous pastor, Miles Monroe, who said he wants to leave this earth empty. And the concept being he wants to give what he has in and want to keep it bottled in. And that is my job, is to release what I have to communities like this that can grow and develop. And we already begin to see inklings of it, that this disease is going to be a curable disease.
Yes, yes.
And that is the reason why we need to take a more aggressive approach to the management of this disease now, because what good is it to be cured of sickle cell anemia but riddled in a wheelchair because of a stroke, or in a wheelchair because of avascular necrosis of the hips, or on a dialysis unit? So what we want to do is to keep those patients who are healthy and away from crisis. You can say every time you have a crisis, you are chipping away at your organ function. So we aggressively treat you so that when the time comes for the definitive therapy, if you're a candidate, your organs are intact so that you benefit from both worlds. Good organ function and no more sickle crisis, painful crisis. And that's where we're headed. And you want to give each other, there are a lot of tears flowed today. It's not over a burial ceremony. We need to look at it as tears of celebration.
Yes.
And you need to give yourself an applause for sticking together, creating the calmness, and as we grow, continue to go in that direction. And we need to look for people to take my place, and we want to look at this place as we've trained a lot of nurses who come through. We would like to train others, pharmacists and others. And we've trained pastors too. I would like to think we had a role to play.
Yes.
I've seen Pastor to my left, who has evolved. He was able to be a strong advocate for the disease.
Yes.
He's been a strong advocate for trials.
Yes.
And the pharmaceutical companies know him as being an advocate for them.
Yes, they do.
And we need more like that. I think we have another pastor on the way. Josiah. And we're telling him the message he needs to impart. And you are very important people, the way the world is going today, with the discrimination, with the helplessness. We need people of leadership, of knowledge. You have to be the world is no longer one little place. Niger is on the news. Gabon is on the news. Different places. We need to know those places. And the more we learn about them, the more we find out how we are one and each other. We have Ethiopian next to African American. And let's appreciate that, and let's revel in it. And continue on the good work in your journey. I joined this institution because of vision. we need to grow, and we need to spread this word around the globe. This is what Africa is experiencing now, growth and development, but you need leadership to show that. And the reason why we only have 1 or 2 hematologists around, because we have to believe in ourselves that we can do it. Maybe it's just as good or better. And in fact, our originality is what is on display.